Welcome back, my lovely students, grade 1 and grade 2. Today we will continue our science lessons. We will continue with the lesson 5 of chapter 4, which talk about how do scientists collect and share data. Pay me your attention because this is the last lesson of our quarter of this year. I hope you enjoy the video and focus with me. Let's start with science skills to remember you again. Let's remind you with the skills that scientists have. We will start with the scientific method, how to think with the scientific method. The scientific method has approximately 6 steps, like we said in previously. The first step is observation. You have to observe something you didn't know what this thing is. Second step is asking questions about your observation. Then you do research or collect data. You here collect data before you reach to the conclusion. So you can collect data before hypothesis and then after doing experiment. So data here is very important to do scientific method. After research or collecting data about the issue, unknown issue, you have to make a hypothesis by explanation your observation, and then you can test your hypothesis. After that you do experiment. The experiment here means testing your hypothesis and the collecting data. You can organize the data and analyzing data at the end. Then you write your conclusion and your communication with a friend or another scientist. Here is the 6 steps or the 6 methods. You have to observe using your eye. The observation leads to questions. Then questions form hypotheses. Hypotheses must be tested through experimentation. Then you can analyze your data, draw conclusions, share your results. Let me remind you again with some information about scientists and the goal of science to understand the world around us. And to achieve this goal, scientists make observation. They ask questions. They devise ways to find answer to these questions. Then they gather evidences to support their findings. Then they draw conclusions. They can also do experiment to investigate the conditions to find out new medicine, new answer for the question about space, about the rock, about the earth, about any matter. So scientists can find out answers after doing observation. Like we said, they use the 5 senses to learn about the world around them. Then they can collect the data, like I said previously. I will now let you to watch this video to understand more about collecting and sharing data.
Scientists learn about the world around them. Scientists do experiments to learn. When doing an experiment, scientists collect data to learn new things. Data is what you observe. You use your senses to collect data. Scientists record what they observe and measure. They look at the data carefully. What can you observe or measure about these rocks? Are they rough or smooth? What color are they? How wide are they? Scientists record their data in charts or graphs. A chart helps organize data. This chart is used to record how wide the rocks are. A graph is used to make comparisons between items. This graph will help scientists figure out which rock is bigger. Scientists learn all kinds of things when they record their data. Collecting data on these rocks could help scientists figure out how old the rocks are, or even where they came from. Being a scientist and gathering data is just like being a detective. Got it? Sure you do.
So when you're gathering data, you are just like a detective, like he said in the video. Continue our lesson, my dear students, to another slide. So scientists here collect data. You have here to know this information. Scientists analyze and organize the findings. When the scientists discover anything new, they have to analyze and organize these findings. So scientists share their findings to be obvious for everyone to know these findings, which are like medicines, like any discovery about the rock, about the soil, about the space, about any matter in the world they can discover. So they share their findings at last. I will now let you to show.
What are different ways you can record data? Let's take a look. There are 8 apples and 10 bananas. Let's record them on our tally chart. Now let's record them on a pictogram.
There are many ways to record your data, like you see here in the video. So scientists find many ways to record the data to be easy to share them and to be easy for everyone to use this data. Here is a summary of our lessons of this chapter. Scientists, you have to know that scientists ask questions, they make hypotheses, then they collect data, analyze this data, do or does it fit, then they communicate or share the data to everyone. When they do the or analyze the data, they have to repeat it again, or this led them to make hypotheses again, to repeat the cycle again to find the answers. I will now let you with a video to show you.
Scientists collect data to learn new things. Look at these 3 rocks. You can measure how wide each rock is with a ruler. Scientists use charts and graphs to show data. A bar graph helps you compare data. You can see that the 3rd rock is the widest.
So as you see here in the video summarized the ways that scientists may use to share data and to collect data. Another video I will show you, it will be the end of our today's lesson and the end of our chapter. So I want you to enjoy watching and understand each part in this lesson. See you again. Bye bye.
I'm Miss Lee from the Summer School, and today we'll be comparing results of your investigations with information from books and the internet. It's important to verify your results by using multiple sources. Something interesting to investigate that's easy to find are rocks. I have a couple of different samples of rocks. This is granite, and granite is an igneous rock, and there are a couple of interesting things that I can observe about this rock that I'm going to record in my notebook or journal. Pinkish maroon, I'm going to say, and it has lots of tiny specks of black. Some of them are shiny, and then there's a few specks of white. And I might draw a picture so I can get an idea of what this rock sample that I found looks like. The next rock that I'm going to look at is limestone. There's usually lots of impressions in limestone of fossils and other cool things. This is a gray piece of limestone, and you might want to draw some of the areas where the impressions are. This looks like maybe a shell got imprinted. You can always come back to it and improve on your drawing as well. So the final sample that I have is marble. Marble is a metamorphic rock, which means that it has changed over time. If I were looking at this rock, I see that it's mostly white. There is some luster or shine to it, and it looks like there's almost a difference, like it's a white here, and then it's a grayish white on the other side, so I want to make a note of that too. Rocks aren't consistent all of the time, but they do share certain characteristics when you're trying to identify them. So we've been talking about comparing the results of your investigations with other sources such as books and the internet. So after you take your observations in your journals, you can take your observations about these different rocks and look them up in a book, or there's lots of websites on the internet as well. The best place for you to go for those resources is your local library. Something for you to try on your own, if you'd like, is to take your observations of your different rocks and put them onto index cards, and then you can play a game I like to call Guess My Rock. You put all of your rocks in centrifuges with your friends, and you have your index cards, and then you pick up a rock, and you read, my rock is pink and maroon, my rock is speckled, parts of my rock are shiny. Guess my rock. And then your friend says, is this your rock? Come on, you know this is your rock. They say, no, this is not my rock. This is the correct rock, which is granite. So, until I see you again, keep on exploring.